Good morning! Little Miss Grubby Hands over here kept her hands to herself the rest of the night. A fresh new day, a fresh new outlook. I'm convinced that I did indeed find a floating house pillar. Not that one, of course. Come here, Light. Using this Murphy as my guide back, I have returned. I have confirmed. Goodbye, Munch 2. Your services are no longer required. Floating house? Question mark? What physically floats up there remains a mystery to me. In my excitement, I forgot to stay energized. Food court located. Stay hydrated, friends. Inventory full. Sad. Feeling 100%. Happy. Everyone's favorites. Lemons. Spaghetti. Borgare. Now, before I actually start my adventure spiraling up 800 studs to the floating house, I'd love to find a heavy box first and have it be the very first thing I place which contributes to achieving such a height. Oh, and you're kidding me! And so close to the floating house too? Well, alright then. Still no. Shame. And Murphy was here for the moment too! What a lovely time we're having!
Great to be here to witness this, FUDZ.
It sure is. Thanks for being here, Murphy. So I imagine it truly does take an entire 6 minutes. I need to prepare some fortifications. Even though I feel relatively safe already and probably won't encounter another SCP in a while, or at least up here, it'll still feel nice to feel secure as well. I feel both right and wrong, but not a fool, as I am now safe from danger. One last spaghetti and all will be well. Oh boy, I already feel exhausted. I am full once more. I had accidentally knocked my mouse, causing myself to look upwards and lose hold of the box. And I had made some long progress too. No matter, that will not discourage me. And now it's mine! But at what cost? For those of you who had already pieced together and predicted my negative IQ moment, thanks for pointing it out. I'm a fool for thinking that boxing myself in while giving myself no exit so I could run back out after picking this box up was too good to be true. Out you go. Out I go, as I place this pallet in the worst possible way. Hup, hopefully nothing will bother me up here. We'll see. Day 13. Will Lady Luck be on my side? Nothing went wrong! Third time was truly the charm. And now off I go. Farewell, Murphy. You've been company. Not entertaining or social company. You pretty much just stood there motionless without saying a word the whole time, but company nonetheless.
You're stupid.
Yeah. And in an unsatisfying place to be placed in, the marker that establishes my next endeavor. 5 down, 795 to go. This is not the most effective or time-efficient way to travel vertically, no, but it is safe. And I have the rest of the 100 days to kill, so sure. Why not do it this way? 42, 43. I already feel myself wasting away. Math is a blessing and a curse. In addition to traveling just that little bit extra, every time will soon turn this into a true test of endurance. Yet, I continue the way I do. Who can say that they have done the same and succeeded? Me in good time, I hope. Why, Lady Luck? Is there no RNG god? Everything seems relatively peaceful despite this being a blood night. Go down in style, you say? No! Up until this point, my mind has been in a constant state of exploration. Now that I've established what I'll be doing, the existential dread of this world is slowly dampening down onto me. Murphy's final words weren't helpful either. But, if no one else, then yourself. If not yourself, then your future self. Don't sit and weep as you do nothing. Progress and weep as you do something. Build character. You are the protagonist in your life. Don't let a moment of weakness plan out your life's major causes of misery. Every task you complete will open doors to improvement. Perhaps there are better ways of doing something, sure, but quality? That's what's important. I don't believe in practice making perfect. I believe that practice makes opportunities for constant improvement, or which is why I'd hate to be considered the best or biggest at something. All eyes on you create expectations. Expectations lead to disappointed dependence. That's the beauty of YouTube. The content creator can be anyone. Anyone can upload whatever they'd like to share with the world. The only restrictions are common sense, guidelines, and laws. From my perspective at least. I for one don't have it in me to be the next Mr. Beast or PewDiePie. Can you imagine the pressure if they ever wanted to suddenly change their type of content or take things slower?
Hi FUDZ, what you up to over there?
Hola Murphy, just spiraling my life out of control while I try to keep it mentally stable. What? My only genuine humanoid friend? An employee being held against their will. For my own physical well-being. She will live a miserable life in my presence. A foggy day for a foggy mind. Suitin. Up. Down. I was expecting more of a crowd. Not that I'm complaining. In fact, scavenging is much easier and can be done more thoroughly without company to distract you. On that previous topic of not wanting to be the best, I actually prefer the charm of being a laid-back solo creator and giving genuine reactions instead of over-the-top expressions. Sure, the algorithm will favour those who attract others the loudest, but I'd like to work towards a more honest approach to establishing a community while being able to make enough to live a comfortable life. What I like to do instead of creating a false personality for the camera is share what I'm genuinely passionate about. Gameplays, characters, stories, possibly an upcoming game development series? What you'll see and have seen is my continued improvements to better express myself through various types of content, without losing that bond which I think creators have long since thrown away or forgotten about when communicating with their audience. Naturally, with stories and the characters included, it's easy to forget that there's someone, me alone specifically, behind the scenes writing the script, doing the voiceover or voice acting, dishing out the scripts to friends interested in helping with the character's voicing, building scenes, character rigs, costuming and customizing characters, animating, recording, editing, creating a thumbnail, uploading and formatting it onto YouTube. It's ultimately a very tedious and often difficult for one person to conquer job, especially when living conditions and other people's conflicting priorities and responsibilities are most often making it impossible to focus. And yet, here I am, still maintaining the ember people have long since forgotten about, hoping that one day... no. Tolerating the setbacks of real life and working towards the day that I'll be in a more suitable environment to rekindle the flames. Just like in the animes. Just like in the animes. I am the main character, so until the next episode, if not part in this SCP-3008 Infinite IKEA series where I continue scaling up this wall in the least effective way I know, see you around and farewell.